Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a fall beauty and lifestyle favorites. So everything from hair to beauty to skincare to fragrance, basically things that I've been loving for, I would say, a good at least 3 months, and I keep reaching for them. So anytime that I get kind of one of those items, I always add them to a favorites list, like even before I think about filming a video. And when that list gets pretty long enough, I decide to do one of these. And for some reason, I feel like on my channel, this always happens around fall. I personally feel like fall is kind of, we are starting to get ready to hibernate, and I feel like for me especially, I feel that this is the time where I feel like I hoard things. I feel like I just want to fill my house up with things. I want things that help me live an easier, better life. So if you are like me in that regard and looking for some fun new products, stay tuned and let's get started. Alright, so this would not be an Ellebangs video if it did not start with a hair product or a hair tool. So I am starting with the T3 Curelux Blow Dryer. And the reason why I'm starting with this one, and this being one of my absolute favorite daily used items, and I've been using this for a good, I wouldn't say, almost over 3 years now. And the reason why I have picked this T3 tool amongst all their other amazing tools is because this has truly transformed my hair, and it has done so for a lot of my clients as well. I've mentioned in the past, I had a client that I've been working on her hair for almost 3 years now, and her hair was just always in a state where I couldn't really bring her as blonde as she wanted to go. And then one time she comes in and her hair looks incredible. We try to figure out for the longest time what had changed, and then finally she was like, oh, by the way, I got a T3 blow dryer. Could that be why? And that was absolutely the reason. So for something that not only leaves you gorgeous, beautiful hair after you've styled it, it also is taking care of your hair from the inside out. Absolutely love that for a hair tool. It's definitely number one for this fall favorite. All right, next one is Redken's Triple Pure 32. And first of all, can we just take a moment to see how beautifully these two pair? But Redken's Triple Pure hairspray has been a favorite for the longest time. It used to be packaged in a black bottle. I'm sure a lot of you will realize that it is different packaging. And the reason for that is that it's now a natural fragrance. Triple Pure 32 is actually their most extreme hold. So I've honestly never done a wedding or a prom or special event hair on a client without using this. The amount of hold and non-flaky, any of that crusty kind of stuff that hairspray can leave on your hair. But in the old bottle, just as strong as the hold was the scent. So the fact that they have kept the absolute same amazing formula, but a natural fragrance, is everything. So Redken, absolutely good job on being a badass hair company already as is, but on top of that, you're giving us super beautiful packaging. All right, next one is a skincare item, and it is the Peter Thomas Roth eye patches. And I had seen these around, and it wasn't until I actually got, I believe, like a little sample from Sephora. And this is the 24 karat gold pure luxury firm and lift. The ones I actually tried were the ones from the green packaging. And I remember I tried them the night before I was going on a trip. And the next day, I literally could not believe my under eyes literally looked like they were photoshopped. I couldn't get over it. I was trying to look at my under eye under a magnifying mirror, and it's just absolutely perfectly smooth. So they are pricey, so I definitely save these for a special occasion. If I'm going to an event or something, as I'm getting ready or doing my hair, definitely have these in. If you can sleep in these, also amazing. The point is, totally worth the money. So for the next product, also along the lines of hydration, is this Aesop body balm. Now, I'm going to be honest, and growing up, I was never one of those people that would shower and have this huge, nighttime routine where I would, apply body lotion all over. I just never did. Honestly, I think I just have pretty hydrating skin. But after living with Adam, he always complains that his face straight out of the shower just feels so dry that he always needs to put a facial cream right away. And I've never had that feeling, so maybe that's why I haven't. But I do have to say, the older I get, my hands and my knees, that is one thing that after a shower, I need to hydrate right away. And the girl at Aesop, she recommended this one and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Honestly, I tried it in the store and it didn't feel super hydrating, but what I absolutely actually love about this is it doesn't leave your hands or like skin feeling greasy, but the hydration payoff that you get from this, worth every single penny. This is my second tube and holy crap, it's amazing. If you are looking for something that's really going to hydrate your hands, I feel like hands are so important. I use and abuse mine with my work. So one thing I do try to really take care of, obviously the skin on my face, but also that on my hands. So I feel like this is definitely one of those things that's kind of an investment on yourself. All right, the next one is a dry shampoo, and this is something that I've talked so much on my channel because I am a huge fan of dry shampoo, and everyone always asks me, what's your favorite? And to be honest, I have a good 4 favorites for different reasons. First of all, hair color is one. Second of all, like how oily does your hair actually get? The density of your hair, so someone with finer hair versus someone with thicker hair is going to need kind of a different dry shampoo. But for me personally, for my hair color, for my density, for how often I wash my hair, the Moroccan Oil Dry Shampoo in the light tones is my absolute favorite. Honestly, when I was working on developing products, this was definitely something on the list, exactly with the tonal kind of value in mind. So this one, when you do spray it on, instead of having that kind of white cast, it actually has like a purpley haze. I don't know if you can kind of see it on the bottle there. So it's perfect for blondes because not only does it just make it like white, it actually almost tones out the root, which just incredible. Also, I think most of us by now know what Moroccan oil smells like. It smells really fresh, really clean, which I like a dry shampoo to smell like. Sometimes it can be a little bit over perfumey, which I don't like. But this, I think, is absolutely perfect. So if you haven't tried this one out, highly suggest it. They also have the one for brunettes. Also, I have to apologize. This is probably the worst my nails have ever looked in the history of my YouTube channel. Don't test me. Don't go check out my older videos for that. But I think I've gone like 4 weeks now and I'm gonna try and go tomorrow. But all right, next product is fragrance. And I've been a Jo Malone fan for so long. Nectarine Blossom used to be my favorite, and I probably had 3 bottles of that one. And a couple weeks ago, I walked into a Sephora. One of the girls that worked there recognized me, and she was so incredibly sweet. She literally wanted to give me samples of the entire store, and I was actually looking for a fragrance for Adam, not for myself. But then she was like, since you're here, let me give you a ton of samples for perfumes that I think you would like. And no joke, she probably gave me a good 6 or 8 samples, and she marked most of them, but one of them I misplaced with the marking and I had no idea what it was. But I actually wore that on a day that I was actually doing a class, and literally everyone in that class complimented me on the way I smelled, and something about it, I felt like alert, I felt confident, I felt energized, and I just kept associating it with the fragrance. When I came home, I had no idea what the fragrance was, and it drove me nuts. I went to 3 other Sephoras and literally like took in the little bottle and was like, smell this, can you tell me what this is? And no one knew what it was. Finally, I spoke to one guy at another Sephora and he was like, that has like jasmine notes with tobacco / something. And I was just like, is that helpful? Like, I'm the worst at describing scents. I can't. I'm always just like, it's sweet, it's awesome, it's fresh. I don't know. So I took his words, came home and literally searched every website, like from Bloomingdale's to Sephora to everything, and literally narrowed it down to about 30 perfumes that had kind of those notes that he described. And finally the Jo Malone like black bottle was the one that kept coming up on every website. And I was like, no way, from a black bottle. I never do intense scents. I'm like super sensitive to perfume. And I was like, no way. So I was like, you know what? Next time I'm gonna check it out. Sure enough, I smelled it. This was it. Like, all was right in the world again. And so the scent is jasmine, sambac, and marigold. So if you're wondering what I smell like, it's this. Okay, next one. This is pretty random, and I actually think this is a little bit funny because when I started doing YouTube and when all the sponsorships kind of start coming your way, I feel like at the time when I started, it was spin brushes and teeth whiteners and like flat tummy teas. And I remember like Adam and I literally mentioned to each other, like, if we get another offer for a teeth whitening like service or product, we're just like gonna quit YouTube, because it was like the most prevalent thing. And honestly, teeth whitening has always been something that's really important to me. I've literally had done teeth whitening strips in high school. I would do them like every 6 months. Super unhealthy. Definitely don't recommend it. For the last couple of years, I've really been easing on any teeth whitening anything. So I was actually doing really natural things like a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, obviously like avoiding coffee as much as possible and that kind of thing. Adam and I have started using the activated charcoal and coconut oil toothpaste, and holy crap, I think within like a week of using this, you notice results. And obviously this has been tried by both myself and Adam. Adam actually started it first, and I noticed what great results he had with it, so that's why I decided to jump on board. In no way sponsored, but this is a super random find. We literally ordered this on Amazon. It gets incredible reviews. So if you're looking for something that's super natural, but it's gonna definitely whiten your teeth, try this out. I do have to say the flavor is strange. It really is charcoaly. It kind of feels like you're brushing your teeth with mud. It's like the best way I can describe it. You don't feel like, oh, my mouth is minty fresh and this is great. To be honest, I actually brush for 2 minutes with this, and sometimes I'll finish for like 30 seconds with the regular toothpaste just to get that minty flavor. I don't think you need that. That's just me. We did get it in the Pacific mint flavor, but like I said, flavor-wise, it's not my favorite, but it sure as hell works, so love it for that. Next product is a lash serum, which honestly, I was such a skeptic of this. I've gotten my lash extensions done here and there for probably the last 4 years or so. And anytime I'm in, she's like, hey, you should try a lash serum. And I'm like, I always think like, oh, it's one of those things. It doesn't work. It's just something, another step for me to do that I'm probably going to forget and whatever. Anyway, so lately I've had a lot of clients that come in that have like the most incredible natural lashes. And as a hairdresser, when you're shampooing them and you can like see those big gorgeous lashes on display, I'm always like, what are you doing to your lashes? They're incredible. And literally I've had maybe 4 or 5 clients at this point say that it is the Grand Lash ND. So I was like, okay, like when I heard like the 3rd client say, I was like, I should probably just order this. So I started this. I've only been using this for, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks now, and I haven't been consistent, but I already noticed my corners so much longer, and that's what all my clients have been saying, that the corner lash definitely grows in faster. So super excited. I'm definitely taking my client's word for this one. So I feel like this is the one product that I've been using for the least amount of time, and already basically telling you it's my favorite just because I have so much faith in it. So I will definitely let you guys know in a couple of weeks how I'm loving it, but I feel that with the little bit of time that I've been using it, I feel like I already do notice a difference. And I think it says to use for like 6 to 8 weeks to see full results. So yeah, I know there's so many out there. So if you are using one that you love, definitely let me know down below. All right, next one is a natural deodorant. And it's one of those things not that sexy to talk about, but let's talk about it. So this is probably really gross, but I promise it's not that gross. But growing up, I actually never wore deodorant. I'm just not a sweaty person. I'm not saying that in any way to be like, oh, I'm just so perfect, I don't sweat. But it's actually not good for me. I've found out that the more you sweat, the more you're cleaning out, your endocrine system is doing its right thing. It's cleansing, it's extracting toxins from your body, and my body just doesn't do that well. But I think just because I'm not a sweaty person, it was never really something that I ever felt like, whoa, I need deodorant. I'm also the kind of person that I don't ever really wear socks. I can literally wear sneakers, go for a 4-hour run, and I come back and it's like I was wearing flip-flops. But after I had my surgery 2 years ago, it was actually 2 years ago last week, I don't know if it's just my system kind of just got like a restart. I don't know if it's just so much was going on in my body that my body was trying to release toxins that were going on. I don't know. I did notice that literally like a couple weeks after surgery, I just became way more sweaty than I was before. Basically, for the first time, like a 13-year-old, I was like on the hunt for like the best deodorant. And normally not something that someone in their early 30s, you know, starts to do, but here I was. And obviously I try to, for anything that I actually put on my body, I try and make it as natural as possible. So I tried a few natural ones that I felt really didn't work. And then I found Kopari. Hi, Olive. Are you coming to say hello? Hi. Are you gonna come in? I normally always shut the door, but it's so hot in here today that the door is open. So she's just like, what's Mom blabbing about in there? Hi. You wanna come in? So anyway, it's the coconut oil Kopari deodorant. I'm not sure that they have any other, but I love the scent. It smells so, I feel like the best way I could describe it is kind of like beachy. Like I said, I'm terrible at describing scents, but love the smell. It actually works. And like I said, smells awesome and prevents you from getting stinky. So next I want to talk about Summer Fridays masks. To be honest, I was actually quite over seeing this on Instagram. I felt like every Instagram model and influencer was talking about this. And to be honest, because it was started by influencers, I just thought, you know, they just got sent PR packages and it's probably okay. So they're just talking about it. I was on the market for like a new, like really hydrating facial moisturizer thing. And I was like, you know what? Like, I need to try this. And holy crap. Like, I literally, I just leave this on my face at night. It is a mask. And apparently you're supposed to like wash it off in 10 minutes and then kind of, you know, go about your day. I just leave it on. You can also even do it under your eyes. And it's incredible. It's so hydrating. It's a clean product and absolutely love it. This is my second bottle from the jet lag mask. When I went in and got the second bottle, I also got their R&R mask. So this one's like a little like exfoliator, but not only does it exfoliate your face, but it leaves it so hydrated and just so supple and yummy. So holy crap, not a lie. People know what they're talking about. Everyone is talking about it because it is an incredible line. I have not yet tried their serum, CC serum, but definitely excited to try that. All right, the next one is this Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. And I actually heard about this product from Tony Sevdalis, who is a YouTuber here. And she actually mixed, I believe, a few of these pumps like either before her foundation or like mixed in with her foundation. And I mean, she's just drop dead gorgeous. Anyway, her makeup is absolutely beautiful. I tried it for that and it totally did not work for me. I just think I have way more oilier skin. So it was kind of just sitting at my vanity for quite a while. And a couple times ago where I was in LA, I somehow packed it in my bag and I ended up wearing a dress one of the nights and I realized I had not like fake tanned and just my legs were not looking the way I wanted them to. And I was like, I'm just gonna like try this. It's probably just gonna give it a glow. Oh my gosh, it's like hydrating. It gives it like a glow where it just, I don't know, it like hides lines. I want to say almost like the way if like a really light sheer foundation would do. So it gives a little bit of color, just perfection. I know this is not like a body product. Clearly it's a tiny bottle. This is my second bottle and I used the crap out of my last one and I felt like it just kept going. And it's like literally like a little pump thing like this, which I love. It's not a messy product and literally like 2 pumps is enough for each leg. So a little goes a very long way. It's not sticky and it just gives your legs like this kind of like beachy, like, but not like overly greasy kind of glow. So If you're looking for perfect summer legs in the fall, try this out. Last skincare product is Retinol. I feel like I need to give this product, you know, just a few minutes of my time on my channel because definitely worth it. So I tried Retinol years ago. I was probably like, I want to say like 19 or 20. I think my mom was using it and I basically just stole it from her, applied it all over my face thinking like, hey, it's preventative and I'm just gonna have like super soft, supple skin. I tried it, my skin started peeling by like the second day, and then I remember I talked to my facialist at the time and she was like, oh yeah, you're way too young for retinol, like stay away from retinol. So that just stuck in my head, like don't ever touch retinol. Like I've mentioned to you guys that with my surgery and my hormone imbalance a couple of years ago, my skin went crazy. I never had acne growing up as a teenager, high school, but I did have it as an adult. And the last time I went and had a hydrofacial, finally I just saw someone that was just like super honest with me, because normally I'd be like, I have acne, like what should I do? And they would always prescribe, like not prescribe, but like recommend, you know, use this cleanser and this, you know, moisturizer. And I felt like I would get on a regimen and my skin would seem to improve the first couple of weeks and then kind of just always go back. And finally I saw this facialist, and as she was like doing my facial, she was like, wow, your skin's really bad. And I was like, okay, thank you. You know, like, I mean, it's tough stuff to hear, but at least she, like, I finally had someone that was like agreeing with me. So, and I was like, what should I be doing? And she was like, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Like, have you tried changing your diet? Blah, 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 like all these things. And I was like, honestly, I feel like I have tried all of that. And she was like, maybe it's time for retinol. And I was like, for acne? She was like, absolutely. She was like, you have some cystic acne kind of down here. And she was like, we just need to clean that up. And so she recommended the Skin Medica Retinol Complex 0.5. So the percentage is like how strong it is. So anyway, came home, used it maybe 2 days in a row. And right away, I felt like the acne was just like coming to the surface, and just in a day, like each pimple would just be gone. And I was like, it's probably like a beginner's kind of luck thing. Like it's going to be great for the first couple of weeks and then going to go back. And I've been using it, I would say, for maybe 8 months now, maybe almost 9. And it's the happiest I've been with my skin in, I would say, like 4 years. Like I actually have 0 active acne going on, which is incredible, obviously. All right, last bonus item. This is not really a beauty product, but it is a silk robe. And I've always had a silk robe, either in my bathroom or vanity. When I'm getting ready, I don't know, there's something about wearing a silk robe that just, I don't know, I feel like my makeup comes out better. I feel more luxurious when I'm getting ready. I don't know, there's just something about it. Also the way it feels. And in my opinion, it has to be silk. If it's like winter and it's cold, obviously like a super fluffy, warm robe is wonderful. But I have about 3 or 4 of these. These are just Victoria's Secret. I have like 2 black ones, and I believe I have a nude one, and then one that's more pinky than this, and this is kind of just like a soft blush. What I normally do is if I'm going to be wearing lighter colors, I'll put this lighter one on. So as I'm doing my makeup, it kind of has something to like complement with, so that I can kind of like do my makeup according to that. If I'm just going to be wearing black to work, I don't really wear the black robe. I don't know, maybe this is just a me thing, maybe I'm crazy, but try it out and let me know what you think. Just like one of those things, I think, to just make you feel more luxurious. And anything that's just like soft and amazing on your skin like this is just bound to make you feel better. And I feel like for years, my time of getting ready was more of a like chore than a like time that I really enjoyed, because I feel like I do this for a living. I get paid to do this, so when I did it myself, I just kind of like hurried it up and didn't really like take the time to like enjoy it. And I feel like the older I get, I've been trying to really enjoy and be in the moment with kind of each step of the day, not just, I don't know, when I'm having dinner or a glass of wine or whatever. Like I'm trying to really be present and enjoy every little section of the day. And I know that might sound super cheesy, but I feel like it does completely change kind of my outlook for the day. So my mouth is literally getting dry because I feel like I've been talking so much. This is probably one of the most extensive beauty favorites, period, of all time. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope I brought you pretty diverse things. And I hope that one of these things inspires you enough to try it and that it becomes one of your new favorites. If you are still here, leave me a yellow heart. It's my favorite and most used emoji of all time. For those of you that have made it this far in the video, I thank you so much. And I hope you have the most amazing fall coming up. I hope you've had the most wonderful summer. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to Mom's friends? Say hi. Come here. Say peekaboo. There she is. Mwah. I love you. You're such a good dog. You're so good. Yeah. You want to tell everybody you learned to walk on your leash? Yeah? Ellie behaves on her leash now? Good girl.